This is a general reading for July. Whenever you come across this message, it is exactly in the timing that you were meant to hear it. Remember to take what resonates and leave the rest, and know that time is fluid. So you are here exactly as you were meant to, when you were meant to be here to receive the messages coming through. My name is Carolyn Yakopich. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Now, just a little brief recap about July. We are coming into a time where there are two ways of being. And one could be where we can't lift ourselves out of something, where we can't lift our own spirit. When we're under stress or we're feeling overwhelmed, we just don't have the means within ourselves to elevate ourselves. And July really is about the elevation. So the flip side of that is that we are feeling inspired, we are feeling the joy, we are able to follow that inspiration and expand ourselves. And the invitation in July is really to come to a space where you can pause enough to reflect into what it is that brings you joy and move towards what brings you joy. And each time you move towards what brings you joy, your heart will open, your magnetic field will expand, and this month of July is ruled by the aura. So our magnetic field is going to determine what we are magnetically attracting into us. It's all about our inner frequency. It's all about our emotions, our behaviors, our choices. So our thoughts, our feelings, and our actions. And this is going to shift and change continuously what our magnetic field vibrates at. So it is the deeper awareness of feeling into the heart space and allowing ourselves to follow the joy. And if you are experiencing it on the other end of the spectrum and you are feeling like you are unable to get yourself out of a slump, it's time to connect. It's time to reach out. It's time to get out of your shell and to be with other people. No more hiding. It's time to extend your hand out. It may be even time for you to ask for help, ask for support, call a friend, be with family. Maybe you require to connect with a coach or a mentor or a teacher or a counselor. If you are struggling in that downward spiral and unable to elevate yourself, this is the time to reach out. It is all about connection, connection to expand. And when we connect, we multiply in the expansion, because naturally we can help each other to elevate. So again, follow the inspiration, follow the joy. I'm going to start moving into some of these cards here. We're asking that everyone present in this reading receives the highest and greatest good for their soul's growth and evolution through the messages that come through. And the first card to come through, you can't make this up, it's expansion. Seriously. And the number of this card is 44. 4 is the heart center. 8 in Kundalini, when you add 4 and 4, is the magnetic field. So again, this card, as you're looking at it, coming into stillness, pausing, relaxing, reflecting. What brings you joy? What are you feeling inspired to be, to do? Move towards that. One aligned step is all that it takes. And then another step will be revealed, and another step will be revealed. And so clearly the energetic system of this being is completely open. grounded in the stillness, in the earth, and open to the vast infinite space of all creation. Infinite potentials. The energy of this being is going all the way up into the cosmic realm, into the multiverse. And we've got this beautiful Merkaba, the light body, the light vehicle, right? And when we look at the triangle going down, it's the feminine. The triangle going up is the masculine, coming into wholeness, coming into unity. And when we come right into the center point, we see the energy spanning out and up and down. It's anchoring into the earth, raising into the heavens, and expanding into the field, right? So again, it's time to expand. It really, truly is. And how we get there is through the heart space and through our magnetic field. And I just want you to be present through this reading and allow yourself to feel your breath, feel yourself. Notice what is going on in your system. Notice the quality of your thoughts. How does your mind feel? Is it racing? Is it dull? Is it spaced out? How are you feeling in the mind? And then how does that feel in the body? What are the emotions that are running through you? And notice how the mind and the emotions, how they impact your breath. And just be observant of your breath. And as you receive these messages coming through, just be present. Breathe deeply. Allow it to be a meditation. The next card is the autumn equinox. Are you living your highest consciousness? Let go of old patterns. So clearly here, it's time. If you are stuck in the old ways of being, if you are in the loop and you are just continuously repeating the same cycle again and again, it's time to observe, witness, and that can only be done when you come into self-awareness. And how do we come into greater awareness? We are present with our body, with our breath, with what we're feeling, with our environment. And the more aware we can be of what's going on internally, the more we can shift and make the changes necessary so that we let go of those old patterns, right? The sun is illuminating. It's illuminating those areas in your life. The sun is masculine. The sun is active. So the sun is asking you to take action, right? Thinking about changing, wanting to change in your head, and knowing what you need to do to change is one part of the equation. But if you never apply what you know you need to change, nothing will ever change. I know I've done this many times in my life, where I observe, I witness, I see a pattern, and I know that something that doesn't work in my life is happening because I keep repeating the same things again and again. And then, knowing like, okay, I need to make a change. I can't just talk about the change. I can't just keep saying, oh, I'm aware of the change, because awareness is great, but that's only the first step. It's the first step to change. So now you're being asked to take the inspired action, right? We're in that July frequency of inspiration. It's time to take inspired action, which means you're not taking familiar action. You're not taking the comfortable action. You're taking the action that lights you up. You're stepping into the unknown. And when you step into the unknown, you are in the present moment because the past is familiar. And if you're recreating the past into your future, it is a familiar experience. And the only way we can shift out of that paradigm is to come into presence, come into stillness, expand ourselves, expand our awareness. And as we expand our awareness and relax into that expansion, relax the breath, relax the body, we receive the guidance to take the inspired action steps. And those inspired action steps that are stepping into the unknown are allowing you to completely shift your reality. And this is what we are being asked to do in this month. It's time to elevate. It's time to rise. It's time to open. All right, we have a few cards that came out here all together. Yeah. Okay. Right away, Lemurian egg. Rest, reintegration of divine potentials. So look, it's like being in the cosmic womb, being in the egg. And this is showing us that when we rest, when we pull back, when we take time to pause, when we really allow ourselves that space to go through our own inner transformation, this is the process of being in the chrysalis before we are reborn, right? So you may experience this feeling like you're going through a death, like you're releasing and shedding the old parts of yourself. And so as you're shedding and releasing, you're transforming into a completely new frequency and vibration. And so naturally you're in this egg waiting to emerge and be reborn. So the invitation right now is to rest into this. Again, the number is 4, the heart space. Keep coming back to the heart. Reintegration of divine potentials. As you're in this rest and as you're shifting through the changes, as you're going through the transformations, looking into the future from the present moment of what those divine potentials are. How do you see yourself in your highest expression? What do you look like? How do you feel in your body? What are you doing? How are you dressing? So this is the time to really, especially with the aura, right? The aura is this month. The aura is where we broadcast our signal through. And when we broadcast our signal of our frequency, we receive an exact match. And that signal that's being broadcast is from our inner frequency, our inner vibration. And our frequency and vibration is created from the thoughts that we think, the feelings that we feel, and those create the action steps, the choices that we make. So really resting into this shift and this change and holding your vision and your intention on the highest potential for yourself. And not only holding that highest vision, feeling it, tuning into what it feels like, tuning into how you see yourself, who you're with, what you're doing, how you're being, and feeling it. And gratitude is the way. Gratitude is the way that opens all potentiality. So if you can come into a state of internal vision of this divine potential, of this future, as you're in that state of rest, and you can connect in with the gratitude of already being in that divine potential, Your body will start to emit that frequency. And your body does not know the difference between something that you're imagining or something that has actually already happened. So it becomes the embodied reality as you feel the emotion of it, as you feel the gratitude for it. And now you are becoming that embodiment. And what happens? It opens the auric field, it sends out the frequency of that match, and you're going to receive that magnetically coming back to you. And again, the invitation is to let go of the how and to let go of the when. We are being asked to center, to be present, to relax in the stillness of our own transformation, and to hold the vision for our highest potential, and to feel that potential as if it is already here. And here we go. The next card is Inner Child Attunement. Let go, or excuse me, go within. I don't know where let go came from. I saw go and I just jumped to it. Go within. So again, we've got rest, reflect, go within, listen. So listen could be your guidance coming through, your intuition. When your heart is open, your magnetic field is expanded, your intuition is coming in clearly. Whether you hear it, sense it, know it, see it, feel it, have a gut experience, like a gut feeling, you're going to experience it in the way that you experience it. It is really a powerful time to be receiving the messages now. So go within so that you can listen. You can tune into exactly what it is that you need. And with this inner child attunement, there's an aspect of loving parenting. So you're being asked to be your own parent now, to be the divine mother and the divine father to your divine child, so that you may birth forth that highest expression of your inner child. And that frequency of July is really about playfulness. So allow your inner child to come out and play. Give yourself what you need so that your inner child feels safe, supported, seen, celebrated. If you didn't have a parent that gave it to you, and even the parents that were there for us. I love my parents. And there are times when I go through these feelings of feeling lonely and I'm like, I want my mom. And then I'll call my mom and she just can't give me what I need because it's about me giving me what I need. Within that loneliness, there's a deeper teaching. There is a deeper self-expression waiting to be birthed and born. So, inner child attunement. Listen. We can listen to what our body needs only when we are in a relaxed state. When we're in our program, when we are in our habitual patterns, when we're in fight or flight, stressed out, and our nervous system is dysregulated, we can't hear anything. And our body is reacting in programs. So it's like those jerk reactions that are just happening unconsciously. So what's required for us to truly come into an intuitive relationship with our body is that greater awareness, is that higher consciousness, is that stillness, that presence, the openness, the relaxation. And then and only then will we hear what our body actually needs. You know, there's these deceiving ways of the ego and the unconscious mind that is programmed in our body through muscle memory. I've been on many spiritual journeys with groups and facilitated and held sacred space, and even I have had this story before. And if you think about it, doing this spiritual work that really calls in higher frequency, where the energy is so high and it's like, right? And it's like a hummingbird. My best friend calls me a hummingbird all the time. But that hummingbird energy is like, right? And it's like really, really this high frequency. And you think about the light codes that are coming in, right? So if you're doing the spiritual work, and it's like, you feel like, oh my God, I'm processing so much right now, or how can my body hold this energy? And it's like not knowing how to anchor the energy. And then the story comes up. Oh, I just gotta go and eat something like junk food. I gotta go eat some carbs. I gotta go, and there's nothing wrong with any of these things, but I've literally seen people that have gone to my sessions and then left and then told me they went and bought like an entire meal at McDonald's. And I'm like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense, but it does make sense because it's the old programming. And I've been there in the past. I've been there and I understand it. So really, that is the body pulling us out of the higher frequency. It's the body's old programming wanting to dull, numb, distract from that up level. So, of course, all of it is okay. No judgment. Maybe you want to have carbs. Maybe you want to have a bag of chips. Maybe, you want dessert. It's all about the mindfulness and the awareness and the consciousness that we bring into what we're doing. And if we're doing that consistently, right? If we're continuously going to a meditation and then going to a fast food joint right after, like that's where we have to question, not have to, but we get to question through our conscious awareness. Is this truly serving my highest and greatest good? Is this truly serving my expansion? Is this actually what my body needs? So coming back to this listening and what the body needs, it takes a refined attunement in self-awareness to stay conscious in those moments that we get pulled out, in those moments that we might feel a craving come on. And then the moment we choose something different, we are empowering ourselves and we are strengthening our relationship to our body. And we're creating a trust where the body now knows, I can communicate with you. You can hear me. And so maybe you choose to eat something different in that moment, and it completely shifts how you are able to anchor that new frequency in. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Food is always everyone has a food story. Everyone has a food story. I'll just leave it at that, right? And I believe we all have unique ways. As we are all unique beings, we all have a specific way that will work for us, that will support us through our ascension process. And the more in tune and the more present we can be with our body and be able to listen to it, the more we'll know exactly what we need to feel the most expansive, to feel vital. Okay. All right. Next card, Ships of Light. Beam up your vibration, open to star family. So we were just talking about that. Higher frequencies coming in. We are in this portal right now between the summer solstice moving towards the 8/8 Lionsgate portal. And we are in a very expansive time as we're moving through this portal. And there are many star beings, our star lineage, our family, our galactic family, who are all holding space for us. It is up to us to do the work. It is up to us to make the choices. And they're there cheering us on, and we can make connection with them anytime that we would like to. So what's required is to beam up your vibration, right? Beam up your vibration. I was just saying that about raising your frequency through your choices. This card is a number 11. 11 is the gateway. 11 is the words create the reality. It's the nod. It's your frequency. It's your vibration through sound. So this card is also asking you to be mindful of the words you speak to yourself. How do you speak to your body? Because it seems like the body keeps coming up with this, right? The aura is this frequency of 7, right? 7 is the month of July. So the aura is all about the body. As within, so without. What is going on in here? When our heart is closed, our magnetic field retracts. When our heart is open, our magnetic field expands. When our magnetic field expands, our vibration raises. When our vibration raises, we are tuned in and we can receive the messages clearly. And now is the time. Now is the time. Soul family, it is the time. We have so many things that are accessible to us right now. So many support systems. So if you work with a specific star lineage, they're asking you to be aware of their presence in your life right now. Know that they are there with you, that they support you, they guide you, and they are just an awareness away. Okay, next card is expression, an authentic expression. Words are powerful. Truth. We just talked about words through the last card as I pulled in that number 11. Highest expression. What is our highest expression? Our highest expression is when we allow our personal will to be handed over and we open to divine will. Our own divinity, our sovereignty, calling in that higher expression. And it's like those words, right? Your words are your wand. They create or destruct. So what are you creating? What are you speaking and birthing into reality? Are you sharing and speaking the truth, or are you speaking into the illusion? It's time to illuminate and open to that highest expression of who you are now. The world needs you. The world needs you. Okay. I'm going to go into another deck. So going into an angelic activation card now, we call in the angel that has a message for us. Orion, visions of the future. And I was just talking about the 8/8 portal, the Orion's belt, the alignment, right? The sacred cosmic alignment that happens at the pyramids of Giza. And they impact all the ley lines that connect in to the Great Pyramid, to the Sphinx. Right? It's Sirius, the sun, the earth, the Orion's belt. So Orion, what it says here is visions of the future. Your life and the future are in your hands. You are a powerful manifester with the ability to call in and create the life of your dreams. What you focus on with unwavering faith is what you will experience. Focus your energy not only on what you want, but on feeling the way you want to feel, for the feelings are what will bring you the safety and connection you desire. The activation statement is, I am the visionary of my future. What a beautiful card. And I feel that this reading is complete here because this summed up everything we were just talking about. You are the visionary. You are the creator. Your frequency, your words, your feelings hold so much power. And it is time to bring higher consciousness in and to be mindful and aware and intentional of how you are creating. And thank you so much for being here with me. I will be continuing these readings weekly. And so please subscribe to my channel, and I would love to continue to see you here. Thank you so much for your support, and I will see you very soon.